Radiant team ban.
Yes. Now, I must admit, I am in the same boat. I have not had very many opportunities to watch Liquid because I'm always casting. So I'm super excited to see what they're going to output. We've got the IO ban out, of course, very common here. We've also got stand-in 666. I'm not sure if that's actually someone else. Oh goodness, we might actually have a bunch. No, Always Wanna Fly has been playing with them. I'm not sure if 666 is someone I'm missing. But everybody else looks right. Oh, I have an idea. Because 123 is actually someone else. Some of these players have odd names on Dat Dota. Either way, we've got a Tusk first pick up from Liquid here. They have a ridiculously high win rate on. I want to say it's 80%, but for the team overall, it might be a little bit lower. And they are comfortable. Kind of funny, Kuroki doesn't seem to play this hero, but both Jerax or Mind Control on the offlane play it. So.
Starladder.
Radiant team pick.
He's just good at bowling. Out of control. Is that what Jerax does? Oh, well done. Sorry, I'm like way too proud of myself. I'm getting myself a second cup of tea, so hopefully we'll be more excited, more awake. But there is a Radiant Shadow Fiend and the beginnings of a minus armor strat, and Dazzle is still not picked or banned. So maybe Team Liquid go okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Turn to ban.
Just quickly, Slaughter, Shadow Fiend. Slaughter always a strong offlaner right now. Shadow Fiend, a really strong mid laner, especially on Radiant, where it's much easier to stack. Team Liquid actually ban out the Dazzle, which I feel like is a good counter to the minus armor. Maybe they'll get themselves a Lich. But
Team
Viper,
Liquid's
you
turn
said
to
up.
ban.
What do you think is the thought process for him here? Because he's tanky, but not to physical damage. Like, I guess he can take a few raises.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban.
And Viper has in fact been played this patch 4 times by Fodder. Only a 50% win rate, but definitely, as you said, it's a hero that can be maybe a bit overly aggressive in that mid lane just because of some of his advantages. And certainly if that is a support Tusk or Jerax, gonna be some snowballs, some ice shards, probably of death.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm kind of expecting Lich for Team Liquid. I'm trying to pull up how often they play it because I feel like Kuroki, he of course very flexible, well known. I think mostly his most well known hero is of course the Rubik, but he can play. I'm sure he can play everything at this point. And yeah, they picked Lich quite a bunch for him on this patch. Also Undying a lot, but since it's banned out, doubtful we'll see that unless something very strange happened. But CIS Rejects beat them to the punch.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Gyrocopter.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, I think the other thing to say about Lich is okay, so a lot of people like Lich is super easy to play. I think he's one of those heroes with a very low entry level skill that you need to have a good time on the hero. But actually using making the most of him, because he's so simple, can go quite high. Another thing I'm interested to see here, they've already picked up the Gyrocopter, so I guess CIS rejects don't need to worry about some of the other core heroes, but what will Kuroki end up picking for himself, and do they decide they need more lockdown? Because between a Viper and Gyro, you got a lot of slowing, but you're not generally using Rocket.
Winter Wyvern. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
No, and he's not the strongest this patch, even though there are a lot of good spells coming out. He just doesn't feel like he does enough, maybe, this patch, unless there's a fantastic lineup. How do you feel about... Apparently, Kuroki has played a support Brewmaster this patch, which is interesting. Earthshaker, I mean, maybe too much like the Tusk and just another support who needs a bit too much foam.
Reserve time.
Can you CM here as well, maybe? I know, of course, she doesn't have maybe the strongest laning presence, although she can certainly zone, get off a lot of Frostbite, but I think just a little bit of Monosh would help all over the map here. But instead a Disruptor.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Well, it got a buff and a nerf. It got the vision nerf.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining.
This will also be the first time Kuroki plays Disruptor on this patch. I'm sure he has plenty of experience with the hero otherwise, but I wonder if experience... As you said, the vision isn't so important. The vision nerf was just that the AoE vision that it gave has now gone. And of course, you can still get glimpse up on the hero where the Thunderclap is on it, but it's no longer so easy to maybe see other people going on around the Disruptor. I don't know how much that'll affect things. And the Night Stalker ban out... Where would they have run that, like... Oh, they would think it's... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut.
Yep.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
And they have some really good protection for this guy, right? He, of course, has Spin. They have Cold Embrace if he's taking that physical damage. Lich is going to be able to put Ice Armor on him again to make it so he doesn't have to worry as much. So, feels pretty nice. And Clockwork pickup, always good against a Shadow Fiend. So, I would hate to be Shadow Fiend here because I feel like you have to deal with Tusk early. And then Tusk is going to... I mean, once Mind Control hits 6, he comes mid for the gank. That's just how you play it. Them's the rules. %.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Or will it be, and will we be late to our next set? Doesn't matter if we're late to our next set, because Liquid is in the next set as well. So if we're late to the next set, it's like, whatever. Liquid can't exactly leave early.
Alright, game is lost. Yeah, it's wasted itself.
What happened?
Self the Shadow Fiend. The game is over.
Oh, probably meant to give him a tango, I'm guessing.
Yeah, God Black? I don't know, actually.
Maybe they're just that confident, and Gold Black is like, guys, I gotta even the odds.
Then you would deny it in front of them in lane. You would.
Oh yeah, you drop it in mid.
You would drop it in the lane and deny it. And it would give you a soul in a perfect world, but, you know, that would be broken.
Somebody else the other day, they're like, can you get souls off of, like, denying items? And it's like, no, otherwise
the thing, I believe.
But then the strat would be just buy branches and get yourself
exactly.
souls. Anyway.
It used to be the strat with Venom Awards. You would put Roche was in its old position. Venom Awards in the Roche pit. Once Shadow Fiend denies them, he can play full souls. Most broken strat ever.
Yeah, I also, Lots of funny things there. Let's quickly introduce the teams on CIS Rejects. We've got Iceberg, a very strong, very new to the scene mid laner. We've got 666 playing up that Juggernaut. We've got Always Want to Fly, or Wanna Fly, I guess, on the Wyvern.
The battle begins.
Lich going to be played by Go Black, and of course that leaves Afterlife on the offlaner.
For Liquid, Kuroki's on the Disruptor, who managed to get the ward placed by CIS. So early vision advantage coming out for Fata on the Viper mid, who's going to have a very good time with that. The lane vision coming out for the Shadow Fiend on top of him having his own is going to make lane even harder. And to round out, Jarek's on the Tusk, Mind Control's on the Clark, and Matumba on the Jarek.
Now, this top lane from Matumba Man should be pretty simple. It's a little bit rough trying to catch out the Slaughter. Actually, Shadow Fiend going down. Is he just about to die? Yeah, one more auto attack will do it. And that is our first blood. I was expecting Shadow Fiend to die a bunch to Tusk and Fodder. I wasn't expecting him to die before the minute mark.
I was thinking the Tusk would need at least level 2, but he proved us wrong.
Was the Ice Shards just perfect? I didn't actually catch the very beginning of the engagement.
Yeah, they ward him off, and the auto attacks were just too much, and Lick actually taking a lot of damage trying to get the ward.
Viper has level 2, so even if he runs out of mana and can't use that poison attack, he can still just get a crap ton with another toxin. And Iceberg actually eating the ward there, choosing the regen over. Well, he's at 6, so never mind.
They just want to deny that vision as soon as possible.
Yeah, they don't want to risk it getting de-warded as well, even though it is a potential soul, and he gets the gold anyway when he eats it, so. Oh.
But the change to being able to eat wards just made supporting, like, such a game, I feel like.
Not only that, it does help in mid. You get the double regen off of when you eat the ward. You get double the regen a Tango would normally give you. And so I think a play like that certainly very helpful. Although, why does Shadow Fiend have a Tango in his stash? I will never know.
From when he died, he would have put a Tango in the stash
to get the TP. Yeah. So in this mid lane, they're kind of running a dual mid coming out from CIS Rejects. Actually, Lich is maybe now rotating away. Do you think he can do this, or if he's left alone, oh my goodness, Jerax. I mean, they're gonna get the bounty, but oh, he rolls over it, and now actually Kuroki's kind of on the wrong side of town. Here comes Spotter, knowing he doesn't have enough health. He might take no. The second raise is definitely gonna miss, and this is just a lot of wasted time for everyone.
If that shard block actually stopped him getting the bounty in, that would have been like the I've ever seen from a Tusk.
I think it had to be.
Still get it.
Yeah, I think it had to be a little bit further forwards, or a little bit further down. I guess is the direction in Dota. It's rough. Mind control.
Sorry, go on.
So just mind control is having a tough time in bottom. What were you saying?
I want to see a question about the Lich. I think he needs to continue doing this. Shadow Fiend's like quite far behind already. He doesn't have his bottle yet. He's actually leading on CS, but I think that's just because he's been dealing with like outputting a lot of pressure instead of going for the CS. Which will probably change soon. Now the Tusk is here, you can see the Shadow Fiend like going to the wave. So he needs for Lich to do the stacking, which he's doing right now.
And it actually works out, as you said, the Lich can stack, can be near enough by that if there is trouble, he can come back in, throw out that Frost Blast and see about helping. In the top lane, though, we did notice that Slaughter went down. It's a really rough lane because normally, if it's anybody but the Disruptor, you can just sprint away most of the time. Even with someone who has like a stun, you just wait out the stun. But Disruptor, you sprint away and then you're right back in the middle of it.
Yeah, and then you're just taking more damage from using the sprint in the first place. The damage, you have to have it leveled, right? He's still level 1. And I think the way they rectify this is as soon as Shadow Fiend takes stacks, he has to come mid. There has to be clear communication between that, so he actually gets a way to get back into the game. Because right now, he's struggling.
I didn't realize he was actually still level 1. I assumed that he had just tried to sprint away because I only caught the tail end and he was quite far away. But as you said, he doesn't even have an option to sprint away. And Fodder again going for a lot of harass onto Iceberg. I've seen Iceberg play in a couple other tournaments that I've managed to catch, and he generally dominates mid, but he's a very high risk, high reward player, and this light matchup not in favor of him. I don't think there's much you can do against a Viper who's pretty naturally tanky to your main source of magic damage.
He's doing a good job at the moment. He's 6 CS up. He's full health with the DD rune, so his lane's going fine now. Mostly due to the Lich, though. The Tusk just hasn't had the ability to go in when the Lich is constantly harassing the Viper down to a low health.
And because the Lich is up there, it does mean they've sacked other lanes. Mind Control is level 4 compared to this level 2 on Afterlife, on the offlane Slaughter, and of course Gyrocopter is having a free farm field day. 34 CS at almost 5 minutes in.
Is under attack.
And you can see the difference between Clockwork putting a tiny bit of pressure and the Joke's like 8 CS behind.
Oh,
Actually,
Iceberg, even with the DD, is going down. One more auto attack will do it. Jerax with another beautiful block. It felt like he didn't even feel like on the Iceberg he couldn't wander around the ice shards and get out. Ooh.
Yeah, that block was like in.
It
Sure.
was really well done. So we've
He is
got
a tough
another
player.
pause. Indeed. So we got another pause, unfortunately, coming out. I'm not sure what's up. He maybe is saying I'm having some lag issues, folks, and hopefully it's not whatever happened last game.
Yeah, what happened last game? I thought it was just like pretty free flowing, good games, right? Happened, right?
Yeah, they were just 3 calm, action-packed games. So,
Calm and action packed, 2 different things. So.
I am drinking my tea, so my brain starts working.
Yeah.
Chugging that business.
I subbed out my squash monster just so I'd actually be awake, and it's working, I think, so it's good.
I actually oversteeped my tea. It's bitter as. Oh.
Maybe you should go change that while there's a pause going on.
No, it's too late. I just have to suck it up and drink it. It's also mate, so it's gonna be a bit bitter than usual. I ran out of my Chinese tea. It's the worst. We're ready to go. No more talk about tea. Yeah, it's been
Tea's
early.
important. There's
Yeah.
British influence here. We have to promote
Yeah,
the tea.
of course. I got so many tea influences. Anyway, we got a small lead for Liquid, in both experience and farm. Always in gold. It's always impressive to have the lead against the Lich, since the deny, the sacrifice, often does quite a bit of work to your experience, but I think it's mainly just Afterlife only being level 2, although he does have a creep wave pushing in, and if it does hit tower and he can actually leech from his hiding spot, he should be able to hit 3.5 at least off of this.
Yeah, the level difference will probably close in as soon as he starts getting the experience from these creeps. Sad. And the Viper is probably the timing they want with the Tusk.
Yeah.
That's when they do like a lot of things to the Shadow Fiend, and he's gonna need to constantly be there. They are there, I think he still dies.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, it's not a nice lane for Iceberg. They're actually maybe doing a wraparound gank. Dirac doing a fantastic job as well. He's only level 2. He's actually coming down for bottom. They managed to get the kill for 666, and now the Omni Slash. Dirac's one more auto attack will do it. 666. Will the tower even get him? Can he change the aggro? Yes, he can. So suddenly a double kill on the bottom lane, and Juggernaut very happy with that. All the way healed back up, and yeah, they get a tower on top, but Jug.
Win the CSR, I think.
Yeah.
One, using the Omni like immediately is always like perfect scenario, right? You get it
And
off
actually
cooldown.
having it be a kill, right? Because we've often seen level 1 Omni not really doing the work it needs to.
I'm not sure if Jarek's like have a mango or anything, but when he TP'd in, he just didn't health. Obviously, the Omni being able to take him down.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate. When you TP in to try help your team and then you just get away a kill, it's always sad.
But it happens sometimes, and that's what makes Dota a more even game. And with that, yeah.
Look
Still-
at this move from the Gyro. This is like C-Deck kind of stuff from TI. Running at
I
them.
mean, why not? He's looking for stacks. He's seeing what he can get and trying to make sure they push a tower. Early
5
gold.
heroes.
Yeah, I think it's an early tower push. Early gold for their whole team really helps out. We've got a snowball onto Always Wanna Fly, and there is nothing a Wyvern can do at this point. 666 actually staying around, seeing if maybe they can mount some sort of defense, but I'm not sure how CIS rejects, I've called them CSI rejects, that's a different thing, can respond to this.
That would be a pretty legit thing if you just got all the people who got like killed off CSI episodes and put them all together. That could work, right?
I doubt they know how to play Dota. They're getting ready for the defense here. Always Wanna Fly. He's got Splintered Blast. I don't know how you beat this. I think this tower probably going down in favor of Liquid, especially with Glyph already being burned. But 666 will pop up some healing, and Fodder really ready to go ham. He's going to be getting close to a mech, although I think the Korean might be bringing in boots. But Matamba, man, he is not seeing Always Wanna Fly because it's nighttime. So never mind. I thought he was going to find him, chase him down. do
He was
things.
definitely dead to a glimpse, though. He managed to really well.
Yeah.
This is
66.
like kind of risky if they go for the stack.
Yeah,
Where
he's
CS
about-
like can fight.
Oh,
CISR. Now you've got me doing it.
It happens. We've got a lot of damage coming out of Fodder. They're trying to raise him down, though. A lot happening to him, and he may go down. He pops up his wand. We got a hook shot into the middle of the cooldown, and 666 is going to be the first to fall. The hook shot not... it gets enough done, and they've got one kill. They got it on the Juggernaut, and I think that they're content to back out. Maybe they can even turn this, but with Matamba Man eats a mango, turning around on Afterlife. Kuroki does have the glimpse. It can't see anyone, and it's a level 2 glimpse, so not quite in range, and that's going to be the end of that engagement.
Still trying to go. This is like a bit over-aggressive, I think.
He has one charges, I think, is his plan. He'll kill them all. I think also maybe potentially they wanted to secure these
If
stacks.
Jarek can snipe some of these, maybe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh.
He gets 3. That's better than nothing. He's actually going in. Oh my god! If he kills the Shadow King,
Matamba Man, one more auto attack and he'll do it, and that was the gets 2! Matamba Man, what is going on? Is he thinking about going on to Afterlife as well? He doesn't have 1 charges, he does have 3 in a second. He could just use the cooldown casually, but it's hard with the amp damage because they know you're coming.
Radiant's bottom tower
So
is
Matamba
under
Man, doing
I
gyrocopter
think
things.
Blood is like really strong, and now Goblak gets scattered
They're
out by
still
different
here.
slots.
This game, Lich ulti pops out, but it doesn't bounce enough, and now Clockwork Mind Control. He can't exactly get himself free, but Jarex is snowballed in. There's going to be a little bit of a shot. He misses the hook shot. The rocket hits, but Matamba Man is back in here. He's got a cooldown. He's actually being spun down, and 666 doesn't have Omni Slash. The Splinter Blow is going to slow him a little bit. Matamba Man, will he meet his demise? The amp damage is on him as well, and Matamba Man gets it away. Afterlife is going down, and will 666 be next, I wonder? And Matamba Man, he's probably actually secretly coming back in on the back lines. He's actually not. We've got an engagement. Shadow Fiend Iceberg manages to pick up Disruptor. He's gonna fall, though. They have enough poison on him, and yeah, he's goodbye. So, Ice Shot as well. 666 gonna spin. He's still blocked a little bit. Has to go the long way home, and the moment the spin is down, can they get some of these debuffs? Snowball gonna block him out, and now they are gonna slow him down as well. And while Matamba Man wasn't involved in the loss of that, because everybody else on Liquid is so ready to go, so ham,
Radiant's bottom tower is under
it's just,
attack.
I don't know what we just watched. Like,
We wanted action-packed games, right?
yeah, we did.
Liquid are bringing it to the Russians. This is good stuff. The Finnish blood is very strong, makes it very manly.
Much like with having a Husker, taking a really good advantage of how strong the Viper is early and actually going for another kill on the slaughter. Goodbye, Afterlife. I'm not sure how you dodge this one. There's going to be a little hat put on Afterlife, and he thinks he's putting the hat on Kuroki, but in fact, he is the one who's going to be deaded by Fodder. Fodder should have enough damage, or they even glimpse him back just in case. The immediate TP, and that's not going to be... Oh, they get the
that
kill.
was so close.
I did not quite think they would get it, but Fodder proving that with 2 points in Nether Toxin and willpower. He's not finished though, Fodder. Fodder is German?
Is under attack.
Correct.
So, I mean, German efficiency, getting it right at the last second. Can we do that one?
No, I think Kuroki got that last second with the fun strike coming up and down. So, but he's German as well, right?
Yeah, he's German as well, so it's still German efficiency.
You are right.
German
just run by it.
efficiency.
Dire's middle tower
Either way, if
Oh, the
you're
hook
CIS...
bottom from Joke, he's gonna go down.
Oh goodness, and Jug goes down. I'm watching the Winter Wyvern being vipered on up top, although maybe Fodder has overstayed his welcome. He is amp damage up, Slithering Crush comes out, and you don't do anything against physical damage. Fodder, he needs help. They're actually toning it around. Afterlife might fall to the Static Storm. He's cold embraced in the Static Storm. I think he could have walked outside of it and lived, but no. It was too late, and Iceberg trying to return the kill onto Kuroki. He has a kinetic field he can put up to zone them, and he does so. So, it's a huge kill, though, picking off the Viper here for CIS.
Radiant's
He's just
bottom
losing
Rejects.
so much around the map, though. Even getting that kill, they lost Jug bottom, they lost the tower as well. Just rotation from mind control being right place, right time to cancel this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And yeah, this, a bit of craziness coming out of Liquid. I think it's gonna calm down a little bit. CIS rejects here, they really just need to, I think, step back, calm it down.
It's hard to do that though. Right now, Liquid are just running at them, and if you split up, they have ways of killing you. The hook, the tusk, well, if you try to run and they somehow get vision from like a rocket or something.
Yeah.
So, I think they just have to like get on the same page, take tactical engagements as opposed to just doing what they're doing now.
Oh, we've got a big
Minus
team fight.
EDD.
There's a call down. There's going to be a Winter's Coast. Matamba Man has finally maybe overstepped CS, but the Omni Slash, it's not being used yet. Matamba Man, he's gonna finally go down to it. Mind Control has got a Blade Mail, but it is not gonna be enough, and they get a huge bounty off the back of that. Can they follow up on Jarek's Afterlife? Going in, got his sprint finally back on cooldown, but instead realizes he doesn't want to be caught in Static Storm and is just going to let them escape. But the huge kill on Matamba Man netting them 2.5k gold when this all settles down, and Liquid probably also realizing they need a bit more farm on their heroes. I want to say a little bit of that. Also the fact that Matamba Man decided on the Gyro to go Yasha first certainly ups your damage, but a lot of people these days seem to be preferring Sanj so they can be tankier in those engagements.
Yeah, maybe the TPs weren't so mindless after all, realizing it was only a few heroes, and I guess that's if they overextend on Liquid, they saw the Viper top, having no way to get bottom. Their most teamfight orientated hero, I guess, right now, to be in the front. Matamba Man's not, said, as tanky as he would like to be right now, but he's working on it.
Yeah. We've got another Battle Fury Juggernaut, so I don't know if this is gonna come back to bite them like it maybe seemed to in our last match, but this Juggernaut, he is going to be keeping up his farm with this Battle Fury when it comes out.
I think it's just a decision that they lost the early game pretty hard. They're gonna try to not contest the fights, and you want to get the most efficient items to farm that you can.
And Jarek's just casually forcing people to TP out. Walrus Punch can stop this though through magic immunity, and 666, I think he's just dead. He's gonna go down. Are any of his teammates in vision? No, nobody else helping him out. I don't think Lich just kind of left there with the Wyvern. I think you have to make a play to try to save your carry. I mean, yes, Shadow Queen is starting.
I don't think there was a play. I think you just die there if you try to help them. I understand what you're saying, but if you just run into them trying to divert attention, they're going to ignore you and then they're going to kill you as well, so it's just a hopeless play. Actually, spin TP is not a very good option this game.
Jerax has placed a very aggressive board. They should have seen this. He's actually snowballing in ice shots. Walrus Punch, cooldown gonna drop, and the Cold Embrace, always wanna fly, gonna end up killing himself. But the Lich ulti is bouncing, but it's killing the Lich because it's bouncing to the Blade Mail target. Mind Control hoping to take this again, but his Blade Mail has worn off, but he gets it with a rocket, and now Afterlife going down as well. Can Iceberg finally get a kill on someone? The Raise, he finishes the job. His TP out is too late though, and he explodes into a Requiem of Salt, and 666 has nowhere to go. Again, Liquid have gotten a 4-for-1 exchange, and this is so favorable for them, and maybe they'll be able to get more 666 trapped in there like a cat in a box. And I don't know what you do here.
This is such a whitewash, it feels like. You really need to find a way to just turn down the tempo a tiny bit.
I mean, Gyrocopter here, he has options of going. He can say, I don't want to be stunned up anymore, I can go straight into a BKB, I can finish off Sanj and Yasha and be probably a bit too tanky for them to deal with at this point in the game. And look at the positioning on Liquid, they're just constantly in CIS Rejects jungle. I mean, next game, regardless of what happens, I think the Gyro's getting banned out.
The Gyro's definitely really good for their playstyle, but I feel like this game's mostly been on the Tusk. He won mid lane pretty much, and he enabled the Viper pick in his...
tower is under attack.
Right, I feel like, because Viper without a hero like that, it's not as strong.
666 taking a lot of damage, but on the other side, his teammates in a lot of trouble. Matamba Man is Winter's Cursed up. Splinter Blast doing quite a bit of damage, and can 666 finish something on the backline? Slaughter goes down, but at the same time, they finally take out Matamba Man. Iceberg might take a tumble here, though. The Requiem of Souls with the Blade Mail doing so much damage. 666 avoids that damage, of course, in the Omni Slash, but he may fall. Ice Shards just off the mark. They'll get Gold Black in exchange, and it's okay to get the Lich, but they of course wanted the Juggernaut. They might also be able to catch Always Wanna Fly, uses the Cold Embrace, just delaying the inevitable. I think it's good to waste the time here, although there's nobody benefiting from this. It's not like Jug was off farming, although I guess you could say he's working towards that. And another favorable fight, I think, for Liquid overall. Yes, they actually ended up losing out on gold, but the same amount of experience, and they put themselves in a grand old position to take one of these tier 2s.
Yeah, or Roche. But I feel like that Roche is a good spot for CIS to fight, so be a bit too risky how they've been playing. You need to shut off control of the woods, or deep vision out. They already have 2 perfect wards that see most of movement coming out from the Radiant. One of them's getting de-warded right now, but I always want to fly, so good game sense there. But I don't think they saw the one getting placed in the base, which is a really uncommon ward to have at 17 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not I felt it was odd that they missed it just because of Tusk's positioning, but maybe they just think Jirax is the ham master. He is getting close to his Blink Dagger. He might also be... Oh, we have a hook shot. Did it land? It did land. Afterlife is going down again. This poor Slaughter, he is getting nothing. And now the glimpse back is Goldblack gonna fall as well. Lich ulti comes up, but it doesn't bounce. And with the Blade Mail, Goldblack's gonna inevitably go down. Cold Embrace delaying it again. Always want to fly though. Has the Winter's Curse in a few seconds. And they know Iceberg is here. They managed to push him away. Kuroki's still trying to run around. Drops another sentry for Iceberg. They still have the Static Storm. They do have a kinetic field. Can they lock in Iceberg? They see him again and he is just going to fall. A little bit of a misplay. Kuroki getting quite low, but not dead yet, and Always Wanna Fly just can't follow out a Shadow-Bladed Shadow Fiend. I want to talk some item pickups because we have had some big things come out. We've got Disruptor. He had that blink at 17 minutes in. We've got the mech finished up on fodder, allowing them to go even more dangerously. Always Want to Fly. Snowball. Forest Punch brought down again, stuck in a kinetic field, and he's just going to sit there and die. Maybe they do need to worry about taking another objective though for Team Liquid.
I don't think so right now because you see CIS just they aren't adjusting to the tempo of the game at all. They're constantly getting picked off, getting kind of greedy on the positioning or trying to climb creeps. Starladder also gets picked off by a good glimpse.
Another time where I thought he'd be able to TP out, but no such luck, and Fodder just chillaxing in mid. We've just got such a gold lead, such an item advantage of Liquid, and they're really pushing it, understanding how strong they are. Over 10,000 gold ahead. Probably actually 10,000 experience ahead when this graph settles down, and they're working at under 20 minutes in. They're working on a tier 3. Goldblack working on a mech, but it's going to come out too little too late, and the Juggernaut's Battle Fury means he can't fight here.
Yeah, this is going to be... I think it's a possible defense if Liquid go a bit too deep, but I feel like you're at the point where you constantly fight. Sure, you want to defend your axe. Maybe it's better you just... It isn't better, you just give it try to deep-push, but you have to be really...
Yeah. Now, Iceberg going in. They've got a Winter's Curse. Can they do? They go... I'm really surprised they didn't go for the Requiem Souls, and now 666, he's in an awful spot. Call down gonna happen. 666 has no way out, and he falls. Goldblack gonna probably be the next one. He took shot it in, but Iceberg, Jirax is going for him. The Lich ult doesn't bounce nearly enough. Jirax will be brought down as Lich goes down, but Fodder, he is ready to fight. No mech, but 17 one charges. Always Want to Fly, taking a lot of damage. Splinter Blast comes out, but the one charges are popped. Kuroki manages to get the glimpse back on Iceberg as well, and how is this not GG? And as I say that, GG called. Quit game 1. We're headed into a game 2. I think we're back on schedule.
Yeah, Liquid making sure to make the admins happy.
Could get Liquid.
They looked really good this game, but I have to attest that to CIS just kind of playing the Liquid wanted. They didn't stop and finish happening. I feel like they just kind of played into them, and it made them look really good. They put the heroes to like the limit most of the time and got away with it.
Yeah.